Chase? The zombie population of Princeton Plainsboro is large and growing.
I'm obsessed with horror films. I have been for a long time. I wrote my college thesis on slasher films, and my first job in the business was working for Sam Raimi, so zombies are right in my sweet spot.
This is the only dream that's House's dream in the episode.
No!
House's dream reflects more of his fear as to what Cuddy's going through in this episode. Cuddy's different interpretations of the life she imagines that the future could hold for her and House. One of the crazy things about this episode is the makeup in this sequence. We brought in our concept designer that did all the artwork for Savagescape back in episode 3 of last year, and he came up with some great drawings for Dahlia to then take and then build on.
This was like full-on zombie prosthetics that took 3 hours to put on in the morning.
It was a long process. You learn how to relax and get zen and not move a muscle, which are 3 things that I've never done in all my years.
That morning, I arrived at work, and Amber and I think Peter had sent me a picture of what they looked like, and I said, I don't want to see that. And I even was on the set, I was like, I love you guys. I don't want to see you looking like that. It was scary.
It was fun at the start, like we were all laughing at it, how each other looked at the start, but man, 8 hours into it, we're just like, get it off.
It was such a long day. It was such a brutal day because half of it was spent for us just getting, the team just getting the makeup on. We went through a lot of waves. A fun, devastation. This is fun again. This is now the most boring thing in the world. This is now fun again. Now we have the giggles. Now my makeup itches. There were moments when it would, the itching would sort of come in. All of a sudden I felt like I had a pack of flies on my skin, and then it would just lift. And then it would come back again.
It looked pretty damn good, but it's a claustrophobic experience, let's put it that way.
So much of it was makeup that we had to work with them to be specific where, they were going to have certain wounds, that we would have the clothing opened, and we ripped Master's tights, and they applied makeup on the rips, to appear like bite marks. And basically, it was real costumes that they wear on the show that we just completely tore apart and made bloody and disgusting.
In the zombie scene, House has a very tripped-out Kane that reveals a knife, so it was interesting, I think, for Tyler to get involved with that. Even though it looks quite simple on the screen, it was quite difficult to pull off, I think.
This is just the first cane. This is an actual wooden cane. Nothing special about it. Then as he's fighting the zombies, he pulls this little lever here. Maybe we see it, maybe we don't, and the blade comes out, hopefully. Huh? This will disappear with movie magic. Then we have the actual one. This one would actually cut your head off. This one's a rubber version of that same one for safety for the stunt players. It's flexible and safe. We have one that's missing part of the cane completely, so when they actually cut his head off, they can get really close. Then we also have this one, which is magnetized, where he assembles the gun really quickly so he can put these pieces on, and it's just a magnet, so if he's doing it quickly, he can put them together, and then it's in this position. Then we move on to the actual Mossberg 500 410, and then he can shoot the zombies and take them out as needed.
It's not the first time we've told a story in a strange, unrealistic way, basically. Right. So I think we had a little bit more room to wiggle there.
Yeah.
Than we would have going
into it. And we filled that room with zombies.
With zombies. A lot of zombies.